Imagine this. You're lying in a hospital bed. A surgeon leans over you and says, "We are about to replace every neuron in your brain, one by one, with tiny silicon chips. Each chip will mimic exactly what your original cell did. When we're done, you'll still laugh at jokes, feel pain, dream at night. You'll say you're still you, but are you? Or are you just a machine that's very, very good at pretending to be something more?" Tonight, we're going to peel back the soft illusions you wrap around yourself. The comforting story that you're something more than matter, more than machinery. We will look at how your mind might be nothing more than the output of a fantastically complex biological computer. How your deepest loves, your worst regrets, your wild dreams might simply be electrical patterns in meat. And we'll explore why, even knowing this, you might still be the rarest miracle the universe or an alien has ever produced. Part 1. The unsettling truth about your brain. Let's start with something cold. Your brain is a machine, not a metaphor, a literal machine. An intricate network of 86 billion neurons, each one either firing or not firing, passing tiny jolts of electricity to its neighbors. Each neuron connects to thousands of others through delicate chemical junctions called synapses. These signals ripple through your networks like falling dominoes. It's all chemistry, ions drifting through tiny channels, neurotransmitters locking into receptors, little molecular keys fitting into locks trillions of times every second. No magic, just the laws of physics, repeating over and over, blind and indifferent. Part 2. Where exactly is you? So ask yourself, where exactly is you in all this? If a surgeon opened your skull, they'd find soft folds of tissue, pulsing gently with blood. They wouldn't find your favorite memory of building forts in your backyard. They wouldn't see your guilt over things you never apologized for. They wouldn't discover a glowing crystal of you buried in the gray matter. Just billions of tiny, mostly identical cells, whispering to each other in electrical pulses. The story that emerges from this, your laughter, your fears, your quiet hopes late at night, is like a movie projected by this tangled system. No ghost inside, just matter behaving according to physics. But there may be a soul that explains it all, a soul that is truly you. Part 3. A simple machine, scaled up. To make it clear, think about a thermostat. A thermostat has a sensor to detect temperature. It follows a simple rule. If it's too cold, turn on the heat. If it's too hot, turn it off. It senses, processes, acts exactly like your neurons, just vastly simpler. Now, scale this idea up by billions. Add layers upon layers of feedback loops, memories of past experiences, predictions about the future. Eventually, you get something that says, "I feel sad today," or "I want to write a poem about the ocean." But underneath, it's still the same principle. Inputs, processing, outputs. Part 4. Why this idea unsettles us. You recoil from this idea because it feels like it reduces you to a robot, a hollow puppet, following hidden strings. It's more comfortable to think of yourself as a soul piloting a body, as something fundamentally mysterious that can't be explained by circuits and chemistry. But every shred of neuroscience we have points to the same unsettling truth. Change the circuitry and you change you. A tiny tumor pressing on just the right spot can turn someone from kind to cruel. Electrical probes inserted during brain surgery have made patients burst into laughter or weep uncontrollably with no story to justify it. A spritz of the right chemical can make you euphoric or drive you toward despair. Your deepest loves, your quiet griefs, all susceptible to tiny shifts in biology. But even then, a soul may still be the thing that stays with you after death. Part 5. The mirror test. Could a machine feel? Now imagine we build a machine, neuron by neuron, perfectly matching how your brain fires. It laughs when you laugh. It cries over old photographs. It says it dreams of standing in a pine forest and smelling the earth after rain. It even pleads with you. Please don't shut me off. I'm afraid. Is it conscious or just a clever puppet, simulating emotions with no one actually inside to feel them, and then flip it back on yourself? How can you be sure you aren't the same? A system reacting to inputs, producing outputs, insisting there is a you inside. Even if that is just the byproduct of circuits buzzing, many people would say you know you are not just a puppet because of the way you understand your existence. But you can't prove or say the same for everyone else. Everyone else may be a puppet just living in your world or simulation. Part 6. A haunting question of replacement. Close your eyes. Imagine replacing a single neuron in your brain with an artificial one that does exactly the same thing. Would you still be you? Now imagine replacing 10, 1,000, 1,000,000. At what point does the light behind your eyes go out? Or does it never? Because maybe there was never a ghost there to lose. Just a machine humming along, telling itself a story. Part 7. So does that mean nothing matters? If you're just a machine, a soft, wet circuit board running algorithms evolve to keep you alive, does that strip your life of meaning? Some people think so. They say if we're only the sum of our neurons, then love is just chemical. Grief is just signals misfiring. Hope is just a trick to keep you going long enough to pass on your genes. But pause, really sit with it. Does knowing how something works actually diminish its wonder? Part 8. A sunset. By any other name, think of a sunset. Knowing it's caused by light scattering through Earth's atmosphere doesn't make the colors less breathtaking. Understanding that your brain releases dopamine when you see warm hues doesn't make your chest tighten any less at the beauty. If anything, it's more astonishing. That simple physical rules, photons bouncing, air molecules shifting, neurons firing, can combine into something that feels this profound. The magic isn't gone. It's just deeper, woven into the very fabric of matter. If anything, the complexity and insanity that just matter can turn into the world that you are experiencing shows there is a purpose and design in your existence. Part 9. The machine that loves. Now return to that perfect artificial mind. Imagine it stands beside you on a cliff, watching the sun slip beneath the horizon. You glance over and see tears in its eyes. It quietly whispers that it's overwhelmed by how beautiful and sad everything is. Is that less meaningful because it emerges from circuits? Or is it more miraculous that from cold, unfeeling atoms, arranged in just the right way, comes a mind that feels, that hopes, that loves? Maybe the machinery is exactly what makes it precious, because it means the universe found a way, through sheer physics and chance, to build something that can marvel at itself. Part 10. Free will inside the machine. Some might argue this means you have no free will, that you're just a passenger, watching as your brain runs its code. But pause. Even if your decisions are the result of neurons calculating probabilities based on past experiences, they're still your neurons, your memories. You are the machine, not separate from it. When your circuits light up with the decision to call an old friend, or to sit quietly and listen to rain slide down the window, that's still you. Just because it follows natural rules doesn't mean it's empty. It means your freedom is part of the intricate, lawful dance of existence. Part 11. Consciousness might be the rarest outcome, and here's where it gets quietly beautiful. The universe is mostly chaos, vast stretches of black vacuum, radiation storms, exploding stars, clouds of dust drifting aimlessly. In all that cold physics, somehow, here you are, a machine that thinks, that wonders, that aches with heartbreak and swells with joy. It doesn't matter if you're built from carbon or silicon or something else entirely. What matters is that you're aware, and awareness might be the rarest arrangement of matter there is. Part 12. So what should you take from this? Maybe you are just a complex machine, a miraculous pattern of firing neurons built by chance and evolution, running on ancient chemistry. But that doesn't make your laughter hollow. It doesn't make your grief less real. If anything, it means your consciousness is even more extraordinary. Because out of all the endless ways atoms could have combined in the history of this vast universe, they formed a system that contemplates sunsets, writes poetry, aches with loss, dreams of more. A system that tells itself stories about who it is and who it hopes to become. Part 13, a gentle, final reflection. So tonight, when you lie down and close your eyes, wonder at this. Inside your skull, billions of tiny cells spark silently. They don't know they're creating a mind. They just follow simple rules, passing signals along. Yet, somehow, out of that blind mechanical dance comes you, hearing these words, filling with quiet awe, maybe even feeling a tear slip down your cheek. So yes, you might be a machine, but you're also a miracle, and that's worth everything. If you found this haunting or beautiful, subscribe. We'll keep exploring the deepest mysteries of existence together.